it happy with me now? What? Unavailable. The hell is going on? There it is. Is it not working for you? Oh. I'm having all kinds of problems now. Okay. I was confused. I was like, I see it on my end, but... Why? Is this clean? Is it lagging for you guys at all? It's very disturbing from what I've been told. I have no idea. I've never played it. Oh, damn it. What name? Does anyone have a name? What should I be called? Banner. Okay, we'll do Banner. I like that one. Do Banner, and I will regret playing this, won't I? I never did an... Hey guys, by the way, I'm Banner. Since I don't know what the hell's going on. Hey! Hey! You know you screwed up when the first thing people think about you is you're annoying. I see an annoying girl run towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of this crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Sup, Autumn? I don't trust this. Of course Sayori overslept again. I don't believe that she got me. Banner. Nerf me, please. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Banner. Oh god, alright. Hey, Geeky! Yeah, I put a vote out, and this is what I got stuck with. From what I've been told, what little I know of it, it's not normal. But it's not... Probably not what you're thinking either. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Lobsters! We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Banner, I can't... Beck! Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club. I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I asked what someone wanted to call me, and this is what I got. Banner. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I'm sorry, but I sound like a dick in this. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That's me. That's definitely me. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Me. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Protagonist guy. I don't want to join any clubs for this. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Also me. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Also me. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to eat her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Also me. I'm a generic anime protagonist, aren't I? Back! School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. No. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. She's freaking trying to throw me under the bus. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I don't know, Ross. I got pigeonholed into this. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! Trying what? I'm lost. I don't even know what's going on. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Also something I would do. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me the new member. Glance around the room. Girl 1. I don't even get a name. Welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm gonna screw up all these voices that I'm trying to make here, and it's gonna be terrible. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. What a nice surprise! Okay, bubbly. Freaking angry, spiteful, short stuff. And elegance. Welcome to the club! No, I wouldn't say anything either. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Feck! Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Oh, I missed a line! I failed! Damn it! I'm sad now. Monica smiles sweetly. I don't like that. Like I'm being baited. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Back! Curse it. Don't drink, kids. God damn it! Alright, you heard him. Start all over. No, never. Come sit down, Banner! Frost, all I hear in my head is how you say Banner, and it's disturbing. Damn it. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey! I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! They're really stupid doing this. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! No, you can't do this to me. Show me these cupcakes. Someone find a picture of these cupcakes. I don't want any knowledge of this game. I'm gonna regret all the knowledge I gain of this game from now on. Monica, I had no idea you were wait, where am I? I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Just gonna leave the cap off of that. I'm gonna need a lot of water. Well, you know. Hey! Get out of the way, Steam. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I can see that. I can see that. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I heard this somewhere before in every freaking anime with an angry little girl ever. Made them for you or anything. That's a boyfriend. No! Steam got in my way, Geeky. Steam was causing problems. I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. For science and lols. Oh my god, you're... You're killing me. You're gonna kill me. But not for you. You know, you dummy. Should have just said baka. The one word I know in Japanese is me being called an idiot. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that... You know... I feel like this is just generic hero madness. I believe you. Oh, definitely, if I could... I did provide them with a list of games, but for some reason DokiDoki was something that was constantly suggested. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Very faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. Why do I have to, like, describe everything they do in meticulous detail? Is that... It is a light novel thing. Visual novel, something. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It'd be hard to start a new club. Put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. They're all nuts, I can feel it. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. No, Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Banner, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, nothing. SCP files, if anyone knows what those are. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. Chick flick style? What do you mean? You're all terrible. Oh god. Some settings change often in the middle of the gameplay, which isn't conducive to streaming. A fellow researcher, yes. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Oh, okay. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? You're trying to get in her pants, imaginary literature mate. Spoke without thinking about seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and tells a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. That sounds... no. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yeah. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. Also me. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. Also me. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Yes, you could say that. But that's so stupid. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just... Tsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Why? Why look at me? Never mind. Oh, it's horrifying. Horrifying as it is. Okay. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine, fine. Oh, I want one of those cupcakes now. I feel cheated. Your cupcakes, your poems, Everything you do is as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. I feel like I'm screwing and mixing up all these different voices that I'm trying to do, and they're all terrible at the same time. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example that will help Natsuki feel comfortable even enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Question mark. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Banner? Guys, I got nerfed. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Oh, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made my decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four of the girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Can't stay there for the entire time. Even real me's not that dumb. But I'm sorry, I thought... Banner... I'm defenseless against these girls. I'd feel bad too. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? This is why you say no and you sprint out the door before anyone can look at you properly. That's how you get away with things. It's disturbing, Migiki. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official! Welcome to the literature club! Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we could officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignments. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Oh, this novel thing. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already felt the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Banner, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! I can't... Someone play this for me. Ugh. What? What not what, Magic Lobster? I feel like I'm being thrown to the wolves right now. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way back home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me, and I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Do I actually get to write it? Okay, time to write a poem. Pick a word you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Strawberry. Poof! Pop. The Poop Hop Inferno of infinite vanilla. Come on, where's ice cream? Fireworks. I don't know, I don't feel this one. They're all cruel. Beauty. Do their expressions change, the little chibis, if I use the right words? DokiDoki. I'm just putting random stuff in here I don't need. Adventure. Kitty of Eternity. And Rainbow. I need both of these. Happiness. Pure. Ocean. Nightgown of marshmallows with a puppy that is being booped. Under a rain cloud. In a daydream. Hi again, Banner! I hate this. Oh. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I got dinged! Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I'm disturbed by this. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Banner. Why did I listen to Diller? Heck. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Thrown to the wolves. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. You're getting hate from short stuff. Cottonmouth from screaming at a mic. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki flops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Ineptitude at its finest. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Banner can become good friends too. Sayori? Hmm? Obliviousness. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? What's with before every confusion? I'd be like, what? Get on my face. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? I need it. I like gifts. Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. That's so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here! Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Ugh. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Mana to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. What the hell is going on? The magic lobster that wondered what I would taste like if I were fried is the one offering spiritual guidance. Okay. Ugh. That was perfect. On time, on point. Through my own feelings, I know exactly what's happening. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. And bad stuff happens. You looking for something in there? Hey, Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga too? Manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see? There's a lone volume manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right in the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. Closer look at the box. She's Are Fae Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life, and I'm glad I haven't. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. I didn't say anything. How do you measure the tone of my voice if I don't say anything? But I'll tell you one thing, Peter. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Suki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Curls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. What? Suki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Would chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? Guess it's easier to be close together like this. And ruin everything. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Suki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. Open the book. Only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? No. I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? There's going to be a plot? Obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. Besides, it's still entertaining, but later on there's all kinds of drama, like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. So many touching parts. Is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. But laugh I can't do. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? What? Banner. Oh. Sorry, I was checking stuff, and my chat double up doesn't seem to be working properly. Only spiritual support remains. Someone shoot me! Just through the temple, make it painless. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. What is this? Is this Dragon Ball Z now? Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. I want that cupcake. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well... Suki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like, I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. So bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up for a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Why now? Why not be like this the entire time I was reading the manga? We'll read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple chapters at this point. Ugh. Sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. Say so. Yes, it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? You sharing manga with your friends? She has no friends. She hates everyone equally, and therefore they hate her. Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. Also me. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? Probably the loser part. Always the judgment. Every single time. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. I see you typing there, Autumn. It's kind of fun having this in windowed mode, because I can just pick on everything. I'm gonna be disturbed. I'm gonna be very disturbed by this, actually. That's what's gonna happen. At least it's safe here in the club room. Never trust the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Don't dart your eyes away from me. Let's just admit to the things. So, God damn, I'm more awkward than in real life. Jeez, that's enough! Gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. What happened to my poem? Like, I'm concerned about that because I put a lot of effort in those 20 words. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. Why? Maniacal laughter. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. I always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Tsuki's voice sparks a little excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone, but if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when you're connected with someone that like that. Blah. And being able to provide that Natsuki is for whom a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Ugh. Are you already? There's the poems. There's the horrifying point. I wonder what my poem is going to look like. I can't remember half the words that are in it. Are you all ready with today's poems? No. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Oh, you do look pretty cozy over there. Ah! Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away. Alright. I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Ah, yeah, but... Monica just said... Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. I don't want it. Someone burn it. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. I'm secretly a dick, apparently. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. I don't doubt it. It's written on her face. By tomorrow, I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing that Susie's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? I would go with the latter. Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? No. I burned it, and it has something about puppies and rainbows in it. Yeah. My relaxation ends. Obviously. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a... Of course. Torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Atsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Burn it. None of them. This is going to turn out awkward no matter what, because I didn't put any kind of thought into what I wrote. I want some sake. Why are you telling me things? What? I can't drink alcohol on YouTube streams anymore, can I? Sayori, the safe zone. There you go, magic. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. I'm not. Don't you ... me. This is a good poem, Banner. Sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room, which doesn't matter at all apparently. If I didn't write that poem, I was never part of the club. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, Banner. Can't say that. I'm just gonna pretend that's not there. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? That's a lie. It's a lie. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. I don't believe that. It's gonna be horrible. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? I don't want to. I don't understand. It's on a crumpled piece of paper. Don't worry. Really bad at this. We'll see about that. This isn't a crumpled piece of loose leaf paper, this is BS. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Of course. Of course, breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Got to do it last night. Better than what I wrote, which is just a mix of jumbled words. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. How should I put it? It sounds just like you. Breakfast. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Why did you burn it? Melted in the fiery pits it was forged. Vodka. I don't have any vodka. Why won't this work for me? I burned the evidence of the poem. Abominations like that must not be allowed to exist. Alright. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. Getting all cranky. Well, guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I don't believe that. I believe it's gonna be all about breakfast, and bacon, and eggs. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I feel like the wording I do for myself is depression. There was a puppy, she'll like it. No. Okay, well... let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, that's... she's just digging for something to hate. Haha. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point in sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? What I had in mind when writing this. I want to hope you feel comfortable enough to share yours. I don't believe it. I'm not that nice. Like Monica said, you, exclamation mark, dots. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. Does everybody like my poem? You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Oh, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. You went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. Apparently random gibberish is good for poems. Everyone remember that, that's a life note. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort... Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. I can't read. You. So... you. Don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. I didn't announce anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I think you're just dumb. You're dumb, fictional me. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Read this. Oh, it's about animals. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay. Yeah, I like it. Animals. The animals. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I like animals. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Exactly! See, I'm smart. I might be dumb, but I'm also smart. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the only other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did, I guess, more went into it than I realized? I was happy with the animals. I don't need any detail to this. That's what it means to be a pro! I'm glad you learned something. Expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. Aside from her with that last comment, I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yuri or Monica? SCPs? All out of the baloney? What's going on about baloney? Sorry guys, 1 second. Blah. We'll just go down the list, why not? Yuri. Blankness. Yuri stares at the poem. Why do I always have to give them the poem first? Why can't I read theirs and just walk away? A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start. How do you forget to speak? What are you doing, phone? None of that. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. I bet she hates it. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. I just my voice. I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. Mine was random gibberish. In other words, they tend to pick on writing style separate from the topic matter. and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. Shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I bet it's all dark and twisted. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I can't read that! Ghost under the light. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing... It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe... I think that's the right... Can't read that one. I suck at cursive, guys. I really do. I apologize if I get this horribly wrong. Palms, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. The nightmares. Stuck in the last light. Hated it. Terrible. For me, it is. Sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time. Yes, it took me a long time to read it, because I can't read cursive for my life. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's... leave. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? I don't know how to say hula hoop. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Banner. Damn it. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. It's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Maybe you're right. I don't believe that. I'm a terrible writer. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Don't count on me. Why are you counting on me for that? Ding, 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 ding. Monica. Reckon. Yeah, just trying to argue the point. Hi! Not saying that. Having a good time so far? Yes, maybe, no. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Like begging to get SWAT. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? No. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. I put random gibberish on a page. You're fine, fictional me. Don't worry, man. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hand Monica my poem. I like it, Banner. A 3 out of 4. I did good. Although I suspect the first one was guaranteed. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh jeez. No. Kinda makes me think of something Natsuki would write. She's a good writer too, so take that as a compliment. No. Don't laugh like that. If you say so. Yep. By any chance have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago? He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad, and sometimes there are only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert. Probably won't find much filler in her poems. That might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It'd take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. The best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to. Just see you guys typing in the background. I'm gonna keep harassing you guys on Discord. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims you're not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see, so you're lying to me. Well, let's read it then. God, curse the cursive! A hole in a wall. This is freaking ridiculous. This is brutal. I don't like it. Oh, it couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I'm real blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. Too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize how... Wow, this is long. Long, stretching forever and everything. I hope a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. The ah-ha-ha disturbs me. It's okay. Yeah, kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines, and performed out loud it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Epiphany. Yeah, something like that. Kinda nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it kind of come on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. To be honest, there was some decent writing advice in this. Phew. I don't breathe it, I just go phew. I say it. Guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I'm pissed that I didn't get to see mine completed. I wanted to read that. Sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sumori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. I was looking for suggestions. I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori likes everything. Sayori likes everything. Sayori liked it. And Banner did too. Beck! Ugh. I quit now. Why isn't that working? So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Banner liked my poem too, you know. Why am I the focus? He even told me he was impressed by it. Oh. To fook up, bad things are gonna happen. Suddenly stands up. Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Let the cat fight begin. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Banner appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. I was full of myself. I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. The jabs. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew in size bigger as soon as Banner started showing up. Natsuki! Vicious! Vicious little blighter, what the hell? Natsuki, that's a little... I can't speak two people at the same time. I'm incapable of that. This doesn't involve you. I don't like biting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned toward me as if they noticed I was standing there. Banner! God damn it, where's Frost to say this every time? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain that to her better. Nerf me, please. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effective. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Banner? Why am I being thrown under the bus? Also, thank you for the sub. I'm terribly sorry that I delayed on that. Well, can I just leave? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori! Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? Oh, but Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Protect me from my own stupidity and inability to act in this situation. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Man. God damn it. This is dramatic. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. Unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never! Sheer immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes— Ooh. Stap! Stap it! Shut down. Suki, Yuri! You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. And Suki's poem, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Well... Beck. Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they've always been. Big and beautiful. Oh damn. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. He nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess it just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes is weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. What? I don't like this. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. Only I can get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It's a lot of fun! Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. Mildly confused. It's a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, it's the same thing to— No! No! And maybe you learn something from your friends too? So your poems will turn out even better. I learned nothing. I think to myself. I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Don't banner me. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I had spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. I don't believe it. You don't hate them, do you? Oh, I don't hate them. The hell would I hate them for that? What is your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. No. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Can I stop yet? Is it 4 in the morning? Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Damn! Fictional me is thirsty. Pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. This bugger out on me? I feel like I need to revise things for Premium. What's this? Do I just need to remember things about each of them, or do I get like bonuses to by these little things? Little dancing demons. I like vivacious. Vivacious. Vivacious, spinning. Giggle of destiny and an unending music universe, games, and pink freaking milk. Love and headphones. Oh, I missed DokiDoki. Oh, I'm sad now. After image of desire and contaminated fluffies. Bettered imagination. We'll do one for depressed girl here. Alone. We'll end on Erno or Valentine. I like Inferno. I like fire. An Inferno lollipop sounds good. Another day passes into madness. to keep going. Gonna get nasty, isn't it? Another day passes. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days, so 2 days passed. In the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Banner. Yes, I'm finally getting used to that. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Stop laughing. Snickers. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. You coming with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? That's what, yeah. Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. Nothing. Empty. There's gonna be a cobweb in it, and I guarantee it. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. And she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? Simple. You had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. There's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that leaves only one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. And Yuri comes in, laughing at her. Suddenly giggles. Yeah? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. Wasn't listening or anything. Just something in my book. You read dark horror stuff. Why are you laughing? Yuri! Tell Better to let me borrow some money. You can be involved in that, Sayori. Besides, only buy what you can responsibly afford. Frankly, after playing mischievous little stuff like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I mean that I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's no way you could think that. All alone. Tales of nightmares and fictional me being dumber than real me, which is a very impressive feat, by the way. You were right, though. Nothing bad, now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Yep. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. The hell was that? Kyo. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie! I want a cookie! Cookies and cupcakes. Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Dumb me has a dumber friend. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Nailed in the face of the cookie. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It's totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Yes. Natsuki? That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Just eat it. Don't fall in love with the cookie. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth, of course. Hit my tongue! You've only thrown a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Gonna try it? He's insatiable. Beggars can't be choosers. Yours is chocolate. Yeah. Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared one with me. She gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. Get it, I get it. He's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Suddenly leans down to takes him. Of course. The greed is inevitable. She is the symbol of gluttony. Takes one bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! You seriously just do that? Why am I doing this? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. It's Monika anyway. Question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. I haven't either. It's a bit unusual. She's okay. Of course she's okay. She's had something to do today. Pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. Probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Angry little girl. I want a cookie. To lessen the darkness I feel. Hello, swinging door. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. Didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monika chose a club over her boyfriend after. So dense. So strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Why me? Never mind that. Called you up anyway. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I think I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. To not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? Wasn't aware you played piano. You played music as well, Monika? I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. It's so cool! You should really play something for us, Monika. That's... Monika looks at me. Why me? Stop looking at me. I'm disturbed by this. I feel like I'm being watched 24/7. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down better. My life! Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It's like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. That cookie better have been like this. I want a cookie like this. Entire pie. Sayori is back to her book. Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hiding in closets. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literaturely related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book he gave me. I'm feeling a little too tired to read. How do you too tired to read? Probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. Keeps dropping bugger. This is also something I would do. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the others in the other clubs, though. Keep forgetting I have to click buttons. Well, can't give up. I suppose our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with one thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. It's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? After they come, we can do a thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Or is taking this really seriously. I hear her deliberating like this. Oh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Kind! My god! Food! Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Gonna get another cupcake. Glorious cupcakes. Be my reward for this. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. It works out perfectly. Was it why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Oh dear. Cupcakes it is then. Hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sora is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sora can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Good. Why? Out of my face. My eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. Your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I love my anime. Here. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. Always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. How about you? Look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You'll oversleep every day, aren't you? Not every day. It's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's... secret. Do it! Oh, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. Can't even do that. Sayori, it's written all over your face. Yeah? Sayori glances around at herself. Of course. Written all over me. Clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, try and straighten it out. And you really need to brush this for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. It's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Tell you about it because they do not want you embarrassed. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. I care and I'm a dick. This would be so much more fun if I was drunk. I'm concerned though. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Buttoned to me. Oh, bar that last top one, that comfortable one. That's super me. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Start to button her blazer from the bottom. When you see how much better it looks, change your mind. Oh, she like missed staggered buttons. So funny. What is? Well, thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does this kind of things. Don't say that. It'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. Button might come off. This one's so hard to close. Struggle to fully close the button near your chest. Does this thing even fit properly? Of course not. I did when I bought it. She's had the same one for years. I never buttoned it. You would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? He's got bigger. If she's honest. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, look much better now. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? It's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Or hastily unbuttons her blazer one. Okay. Phew. So much better. Sayori puts her arm out and twirls around. If I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then we wouldn't even let you do things like this. Take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Yeah? Don't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only have to focus on going on to bed early. Fine, fine. The deal. No deals. I don't make deals. Guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Or maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? No. I can't wait to read yours. That same. Don't sound enthusiastic way, Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Safe space. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Banner! She's just addicted to it. I love it! Especially after yesterday's poem. Literally putting random gibberish together. Too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really. I'm gonna put this on my wall. No! Can't have it. Can I? Sayori. Seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. I have no idea what I like either, so that's why she likes it. Yes. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. Hey, to understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? But when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a banner poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Feel your feelings in it. It hugs the sheet against your chest. You're so weird, Stuart. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Say I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Inept. Ugh. Would you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, wanna write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. Always thinking about other people. You think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. Guess I like happy poems. Wait. Sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? It's the word I'm looking for. Bittersweet. Yeah. Like things that are happy, things that are sad. Happy and sad? Can't see you liking something sad, Sorry. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Huh? Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Banner. Banned and nerfed at the same time. I should go write that down then. And read my poem now, okay? Oh my god. Got bottles. This is long. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle of starlight to make amends. Sometimes, and my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friends. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secret hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps and know that time elapsed. My empty shell could use more. My friend looked through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? Frantically pull them from the shelf when I holding all out to each friend, every bottle, but every time I go, shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, shards all over the floor. Supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, please, something. All I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That feels really dark. Ugh, Dylan, I don't know when it's gonna do anything. Holy crap. Did you really write this? I did. I was gonna write the best poem ever. Yeah, but something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And really in touch with my feelings. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. See? Not exactly. Maybe because I'm so being cheerful. Well, never mind. Too hard about it. Point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Get ahead of yourself. Tori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. One of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Ding 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 ding. Well, it's not terrible. It's pretty disappointing after your last one. I didn't put as many rainbows in it. There were no puppers. And again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I find your style right away. And to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sorori's poem from yesterday. Think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. Never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? She's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it were me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You'd say we are there, we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. They're getting longer! Amy likes spiders. Hooters. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. Singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders when her friends start to like spiders too. I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. Hatred of spiders noted. Arachnophobia. Bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. Just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. It helps people realize how stupid they're being. Everyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. About how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. About anything. In order to be easy to relate to, everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. It's something that you're afraid of. If people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. It makes people stupid, so it's about her friends, people around her hating manga. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? People really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. She's so hypercritical of everything. Let's see what you've written for today. Yeah. Well done, Banner. God, I thought I was past that. Skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Huh? Nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it's going to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. I feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through feelings and write down the things you see and hear. One way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. Very intimate exercise. I see. It's certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. It's the poem you wrote today. Yuri nods and he hands me a poem. Oh, it's not as long. Wait, it is as long. My eyes. Ugh. It's about a raccoon. happened in the dead of night. While I was slicing bread for a guilty snack, my attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as when meant something humor? What? As an ordinary human, I think. That A looks weird. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The icing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptoms. The bread, my hungry curiosity. Raccoon, an urge. Moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I am merely projecting my emotions and the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. Say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. Rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. See that? Sounds like that poor raccoon's gonna die. A lot more metaphorical. Well, if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what the poem is about. That's right. God, I read that wrong. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, something that other people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Oh, that's funny. Also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Yeah. She did? Yeah. She's talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's, well, interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. I suppose that's my fault for judging him, but please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. I listen to nothing. Ding! Ding, 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 ding! Like the 3 choices I get in this game. I hate it. I hate it, Magic. Do it for me, Magic. You're in a lot of trouble with this setup. Hi again, Banner. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Share what you wrote for the day? Sure, here you go. Don't like it. Give my poem to Monica. Oh, right! I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had all those sorts of things in common. Oh well, you may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. If you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I will get when reading your poem. Sure you're not reading into it too much? Could be. Gosh, you sound like Yuri. In any case, Yuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. Shouldn't be too afraid to experiment a little bit either. Anyway, my poem now? The way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Load me. Save me? The color? They won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent and grating waveforms speaking, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. Oh, I never said that. It's the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper, and where and how the space words can totally change the mood of a poem. Almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short and makes it feel like they're trying to speak over noise. Still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. Abstract expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. But putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself in difficult decisions. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Now I'm going through this blind. Wait, is tip even about writing? Okay, what am I even talking about? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone comes sit in the front, I'm gonna save right now because that sounds awkward. Dang, I'm happy. I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone can come sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting anything new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. It's simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Dory has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets to give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. That doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, and I'll be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. The cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. We're just putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Dora, who's been coloring the poster, holds it up for us to see. Kidding me, Monica? Didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? No way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it. Yeah, my inner monologue is slowly becoming tainted with various voices. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. That Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. We start the event, each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show what literature is all about. Yeah! About expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, having fun. That's right! And it's those reasons that we're all in this club together. Don't you want to share that with others? Inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. If all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Under the bus. Suki and Yuri remain silent. Yuri looks worried. Guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I do not agree. I do not want to do this. I hate being in front of crowds. I'm not a public speaker. I don't think it's too much to ask. It's ironic considering what I'm doing right now. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. Least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ugh. You. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Ah. All right. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Blank. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha, that's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. I'm seriously gonna death of me. Gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main bit. I want each of you to choose a poem for yourselves. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika! This is too sudden. Well, you can't recite your poem in front of the club. How do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start out to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. I don't want to see this. Can I go next? Of course. No, I don't want to proceed without spiritual guidance. I don't want to proceed at all. Of course. Now let me see. Monika flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She stands behind the podium. Now this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Yuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. Four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That's so good, Monika! Thank you very much. I was hoping to set a good example. You ready to go next, Sayori? Go next. What? He's fired up all of a sudden. She clutches the paper between her hands and stands up. Her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Very anxiously glances at each of them. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After an Inch of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her book. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists, turns, and a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Steps back into reality and glances around her. She's bewildered even in herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we get Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. We were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. To applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Conscious. Frost, help me. Help me, please. Okay. I guess I'm next then. Gloria hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. A lot harder than I thought. Let's do it so easily.
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to others. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself like in front of a mirror on your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem is aimless cheering like Sayori is. Serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to read more deeply into someone that I thought I knew through and through. Her finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Banner liked it. Back! Guess that's a good sign. Like nothing. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with the kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of delivery wouldn't work as well. I might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. It's, well, practicing that kind of thing. Embarrassing of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. You don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Tsuki? Well, maybe go before Banner. I don't want to go. I think I can compare to you guys anyway. As well let Banner floor everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. He might have died, Diller, I don't know. That was mean. Tsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finished, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. It's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in writing. It's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. Just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Tsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Are you all looking at me? As you're presenting... Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Tsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little, but she's still a little unenthused. Her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. Tsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. Words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. It finishes and everyone applauds. He hops back to her seat. It wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well... At least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me. Well, just how it is, so... Well, I guess that's, in that case, not much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what you like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? We're making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. It's fine too. You have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, let's plan poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nice so far, so let's get to that. Festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have a weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Can't wait. I can do this. Alright. Stand up. No way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Yeah, a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Banner. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Shit has not gone down. This is long. I walk home with Sayori once more, even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Today Sayori is being a little quieter than usual. Go home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder, I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with the words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked you to walk home with her. Huh? Dude, what question's that? Kind of put me on the spot here. Who do I pick? Safe choice. What I think is safe. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But it's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I would just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Banner. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so I've already made up my mind. I can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Conversation trails off. I have a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Again, that's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen at that time? The mix. I like treasure. Anime or daydreams? This is buggering so hard for me. Night, bro. I don't want to do this. Or anime. Determination of marshmallows. The raindrops of tenacious flying strawberries. Made of feathers. And agonizing hair of freaking bliss. Unending flowers of God damn it. Can skip this? Oh, I can't. Unending horror. Kawaii. Sugar. Philosophy. Disarray. I'm so scared. Oh man, what's going on? What'd I miss? Oh man, I think I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into... Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out with the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Oh, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. A whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. It sounded a bit like Sayori and them. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Yeah, I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because, right in your name. Monica. How you say my name at all? Alright. There's a lot of biting in chat, apparently. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. It really doesn't. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. Walk over to her. Hey, Sayori? Wave my hand in front of her face. Spacing out again. Sorry, don't mind me. Go talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? Of course! Why wouldn't it be? Feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. You worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Shows me a big spot. Liar! Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. Say so. Worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. The conversation is already dispersed with back at their usual activity. I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been buried at the festival, as we're spending a lot of time together, I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers on her desk. Hey, Nerf! What's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging her eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Banner. You know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she never really liked it. Always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Alright, I know it's not your problem. Zombie Crocs. Crocodile Zambies. Coming this summer. I could see it. That'd be a good movie. I'd watch it. When does this... Just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. Me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Sure about that? Seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest. What do you mean by that? Saying that maybe the thing on her mind is Banner? On earth did you come to that conclusion? Well, probably shouldn't say too much, but talks about you more than anything else, you know? So much happier ever since you joined the club. An extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. She's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. So funny, Banner. God, why is it still occasionally funny? Thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful. It's just how she's around you? Probably. said too much. Sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright? Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I want you to kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she keeps her voice so quiet that I can't hear her here. Besides, myself told me not to worry about her, but I have to have fun with everyone else, but that's possible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about that I'm letting this weigh on me so much? That feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. Nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you. I'm seeing Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna staring at nothing? Not much time, so, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. Frankly mumbles the last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Maybe about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh, Suki exhales. Well, first of all, really work on your phrasing. Anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you'd be the first person she'd go to, right? Oh, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. Can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. That's kind of what she said to me. It's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. Need you to worry about her, and it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of it away from the start. Suki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hand. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've been friends for a long time, and it's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Of course, you're gonna yell at me. Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Oh, I feel like I'm going super slow. I'm out of water. See, it is. Dots. Okay, everyone. Some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? No! Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve poems and I do the same. Make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she is talking about with Sayori. Blarg! This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Banner. Thanks? Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Everything alright? Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to take a nap or something? No, that's silly. Worry about me, okay? I don't want to see smiles on your face. I don't believe that. It's a lie. Well, alright. Hey, Banner. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Why'd I do that? Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer to everyone else? Wait. Of course I do. That doesn't mean that I need to try so hard to impress them. I don't understand you the most, Sayori. You sometimes put up with me. I have to sometimes put up with you. A wavelength or something. So random gibberish works really well. Hey, sup, Nacho? Mid famine crisis. I don't know, I got pigeonholed into playing it. I'm scared. This is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Banner. Banner. Damn it. I don't deserve this. Be nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping steady all of a sudden. Had fun with everyone else instead. This would be so much easier. Sayori? I glance around. Nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. Piffles and shaking her head. Finally she gathers herself to smile. Nothing, Banner. Little rain cloud. Sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Smiles from everyone, okay? All that matters. Play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? See you tomorrow. Or I can say anything else here if cheerfully walks out of the classroom. No. Yeah, but wait, there's more! Feels kind of tedious to get to the more, though. It's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. Not as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit. Well, trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my posts anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Hey? No, gross. Not like I care. It's just that one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off, really. Oh, but it ended up just scaring me away. That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I had to put up with you. Wow, Tsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. I'm a dick, apparently. Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Coughing up blood, just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Ah, vicious. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. It's kind of disappointing. I should really just watch my mouth around that Tsuki. Anyway, Tsuki holds her palm out to me like nothing ever happened. Of course nothing happened. The juicy part is taking forever. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. Today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparks with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that watches your worries away. I'll be the beach that daydream about each day. Heart leap. Thought left you long ago. No. Bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand, watch secure salty sea, and let me shine. Your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let me be by your side, your own beach. You'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. I decided to write about the beach first and then came up with a message later. Yeah, well, only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. Really see her doting on that, making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Now time for overcritical. How am I supposed to make this hurry? So many lines. So little action. Well done, Bannerf. I can only hear a college professor in my head with that, wearing a monocle and a top hat. Just because they had for the day. Definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. Glad. Sharing our writing like this? A lot more fun in the morning than I anticipated. And I remembered to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little at first, but now it seems like sharing the writing and seeing what others think. So I can't really disagree. I'm afraid this whole thing would be a chore. Great way for some personal time with all the girls in the club. And fun getting to know everyone in their writing. I guess some writing myself. Well, I'd say that writing is a very just matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer, and even my opinions are just opinions, you know. As always, I believe what's most important is more discovering yourself. Comforting. Kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. That's so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. What's me to have become someone who's fearsome? How unlikable of me. How's that work? Yuri, it's Yuri, but then just not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. Sorry, I always into those sorts of conclusions. A little too thinking, being disliked. Yuri, what am I saying? Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Want to share your poem now? Okay. Like saying, okay. Almost. So close. How about the beach again? A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky as exposed to bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds on endless enigma. The world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tides come. Will it gently lick at your foundations when you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. You'll build sandcastles. Stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes at the ultimate boundary line. Tempted by the foaming tendrils, turn back, and I abandon my pen piece to evade at the shore? Forward, and I return to the earth forever. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about that. She did? Didn't say anything weird, did she? Wants us to write about the same topic again. To better compare the differences in our writing styles, our thought process. It was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. Not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. Went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? Good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. I think I agree. Sharing. The only one left? Kill me. Hi, Banner. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people... Oh, I have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. This will make me happy to see. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poem. Let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. Okay. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. A lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Again, I don't blame you for being shy. I'm not shy, it's just... it's teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting. So don't be afraid to spare your time. You can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, nothing like that. Still getting used to being here, that's all. Sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. Get what you're saying. Well, alright. Wait. Share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Long. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. A lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, feather. Lost adrift the sky, victims of the currents of the day after day I search little hope, knowing legends don't exist. When all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Till one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and I fall. I probably said that too many times. Gentle as a feather, dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger, hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking, before I can speak. Responds in a hollow voice. Found everything, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. Not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Are we there? Did it freeze? Oh, night lobster. Take care, man. This entire game is traumatizing. Night. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Too philosophical or anything. It's kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. Gee, never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, the world would start to lose. You know, there's one thing I noticed. Writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. We know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Wait. Monica's writing tip of the day. Never too shy to share what you're writing because you're afraid it's not that good. It can be really disheartening to get a warm response to something you put so much in. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? So I don't want my own literature club. My advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Mia, or did you say something strange just now? Yeah? Something sounded visual. Right. Usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I'll have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. But... stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Yeah. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Suori isn't here. It seems you're right. Lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's like balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Heck did she run off to anyway? Thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some deep. Come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. That's so? Hope she's alright. Seriously, all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. Second, you've kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh. Curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide whatever we're doing this week. I already know what I'm doing. Right. Tsuki will be making cupcakes. Of course, cupcakes. Cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Ugh, so much reading. So will be helping me design them. And as for you, Yuri? Yuri, you can, Ice. Can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. Oh. Brutal. No! That's not it at all. Talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki planning to... Jeez. I can tell now. Guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell it's harder on you. She's not around. That case. If I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? You should make some banners and decorations to help set up the atmosphere. Here? About that, I love atmosphere. His expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus. Starts nodding to herself. Her mind is already racing, I see. That's great! It'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. Wait, this leaves you, Banner. The one who is truly useless. At least I'm honest about myself. Don't say that. In fact, Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. Please help me out as well. I really appreciate that. That's... Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice and sitting on your butt anyway. Tsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. Oh, Natsuki. You mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own? Banner may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. Maybe decoration. Hold on, I never said that. How could it be to make a few decorations anyway? It sounds more like you're making excuses for Banner to... What do you say? Extremely meticulous work. Of course it isn't. Baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys! Or gals would probably work better there. Settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Banner to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though, Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. Banner, you're okay with this, right? And it's up to you. Horse, something, squirrel. In that case... No, don't look at me. Sayori's not here. Pick and Sayori. Monica already has help. Let's go with the gloomy girl who doesn't talk. Me? Serious? Why would you... Tsuki? can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, just saying. Will you be helping Yuri then, Banner? Yep. What I'm gonna do. Bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. I think your assistance would be very useful. Great to hear. Suki, be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay, well. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling well. Of course she is. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah. That should be about it. You guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word. But I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Feel the same way, Banner? I feel like this is a problem. I guess I can say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. It's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Oh, she's pissed. Natsuki? What? Why's everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, it's not what I meant at all. Oh. Very anxiously glances between everyone in the room. Sorry for this. I know why Banner picked me. Also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. Nothing that I do compared to that, so... Oh. Get it, I get it. Not a surprise, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. Trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. But, oh, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said bad. Suki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone, but I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried. Sayori at the same time like that. Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel about themselves. No, I kinda appreciate it. Sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Why so many words? Yeah, I'll have to see everyone do their best. With that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Turn around. Sorry. I thought I'd have any way of contacting you. Oh, you're right. Can't believe that slipped my mind. Can I give you my phone number? That would be the best way, yes? Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. And I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? This problem? Not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I'd not to press Yuri for her reason. Not like it should matter much either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Banner. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, I don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any reason they have chosen me. Getting the one reason with the most common sense, I chose because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Yeah. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. I mean, Yuri thinks real hard again. Of course, overthinks it. Looked straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. I think I'm actually burning out my voice with this. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I'll make my way out the door and Yuri follows. second, guys. Ah, I might have to get another water. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. I don't know just what might end up happening when we're outside of school. And told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. I don't feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this. It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about a club. Excuse me. I have nothing to worry about. I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Or horrible things will happen. Already Sunday. I'm getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's coming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. Putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club earlier the other day. Not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said, what Monica said, is it okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when you might need me? No, that's what goes say hi. There you go. I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over, rather than asking us if he's coming over like we've done. Once I reach the house, I knock on the door, entering my and often that made it a habit of some family. The house is quiet. Sayori is anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Head up to the bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Banner. Down in her room. It forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's a minute of silence between. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Yes, you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also reckon that's the same stuffed animal and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. Because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Supposed to see you today? Yeah, but for that, Maria had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Heck, it's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true, but what about you? Is she going to be helping Monica today? Of course! I'm just helping her out online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. Silence between. Yuri stares in a random direction. About her behavior is really uncharacteristic. Finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so? Smiles, shaking her head. It's no good, Banner. Can't it just be like it's always been? My fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. Come here, you wouldn't have ever been thinking about me right now. This just my punishment is getting punished for being selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It wants to torture me. Sayori? Grab Sayori by the shoulder. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? Something happened to you. No other explanation. But tell me already. Now I know I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me a smile. Me in a trap, Banner. But you're wrong. Something happened to me. It's been like this. Seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? It's going to make me say it, aren't you, Ben? Because I have no choice this time. The thing is, I had a really big, bad depression my whole life. You know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Most days I can't even find a get out of bed. Reason is to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am. I go to school, I eat, I make friends, I make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having spend it on me. That's what it feels like, and that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Anyone worrying about me. Shock. Figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that she really wants so bad for me not to think about her? Hi, Sayori. That you've never told me about this. It feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. If I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. There's only so much that I could do. I tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Banner. Why do you think I didn't tell you? If I told you, you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. They're sweet when people try to care about me. It's nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. What? That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. Then I discovered something else. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Your path leads to nothing but hurt. She's in love. Fictional me at the same time as feeling like she's not worth a damn. Just 1 second. Sorry, a friend of mine wanted me to tell him when it was time. Weird stuff that happened, and I find this weird. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. You don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I want to do. No Banner. Nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always does. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. Now you came here and I made you hurt too. Just weak and selfish. That's all I am. Well, I'm going to accept these punishments. I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Banner. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's the bonus. Please never underestimate how much I care about you. Wouldn't have it any other way. Banner. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain inside. She sits sobbing next to my ear. No. Hey, please don't do this. Banner. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. You have it in you to call yourself selfish, and you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these way. If there's anything that you do, then you better tell me. I'm mad if you don't. No. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't do anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Banner. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. That's some pretty heavy depression, actually. If she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, alright? Yeah. I How would you like for me to spend all with you? It's what I want. Promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. It wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. All days. This has to be the one where I have other plans. I should cancel. No, don't. Don't. Did that, then I really wouldn't give you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help? It would be fun. My surprise search. Sorry, I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. Okay, don't worry too much about it. Tomorrow, okay? Alright. Word to it. I don't want it to go down. I'm concerned. I say goodbye to Sayori. On my way home, I found myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. Shouldn't be worrying too much, but we're definitely gonna have a great time tomorrow. Someone's ahead of me. I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? You're a little early. Sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I got here, but I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reiterated more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyways, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. Did you find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything. Sure, it will be fine. Take Yuri to my room. I have a very nice room. I like it. I don't like that keyboard. Need another one of these. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean! Cleaned it before you came over, so... I consider you to be... no. I would be really embarrassed for my room being a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy it. Glad we helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Yeah. Don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Sorry. Thinking for some reason. Spacing out. Fine, it's fine. Let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure to keep track of them. So, started? Yes. Things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lights, aromatherapy candles. Wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I'll take our guests to a faraway place, although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. Determined to provide an experience, wanting more. It's great. It's easy to forget that you're an intense person. Intense? Best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. So, kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. And relax a little. Relax? I brought some things for relaxation. We're into poetry. Oh yeah? Let's see. Very rummages through the candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. Got some incense and stuff. Stopping on the way here, so I happened to cut these. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Well, this? Use it for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to the positive atmosphere. Depending on your oils or herb, change the mood of the air itself. Let it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. In a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? jasmine essential oil. It smells a little flowery, right? That's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more relaxation. It enhances your emotions. Feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. I think that would be perfect for sharing our poems. That sounds suited. I know a lot about this, so I'll trust you. Smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of ribbon. No, just you. I asked you to get. Yeah, I do. We won't be using that paper for. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Yeah. Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang them from the doorway of the car. We can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Or beautiful? Catch the eye. But also catch the eye when passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. It's really creative. No idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. So, I suppose it could get a little intense as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Just me or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels for sharing something she enjoys. Here's a marker banner. You write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbon. Alright. On the floor together. Let's get to carefully draw it. Character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yes. God, my handwriting is horrible. Ryan unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length, then she goes into the bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. Really fancy. Well, there as Cheery looks away. What is it? Why do I think it's weird? Hearing whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. It's their own, you know. Promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? I don't think I'm weird for this. Laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's funny how nervous you got about sharing. Oh, it's an interesting thing to be into. I'm into knives. Knives are awesome. Swords. Swords, guns, kinds of cool stuff. But I think it kind of suits you. I mean, yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Very relaxes her expression. Like to hold it? Here, I'll check it out. Carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. Good practice. Remember that. Take it and turn it around in my hand. It's heavy and extremely solid. Where do you get a knife like this? Because of its sharpness, I point a knife with my index finger. Ow! Dumbass. Fictional me does not have the same interests. Banner, why did you do that? I expect it to be that sharp. I'm dumb in this thing. Barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Stares at it and noticeably fidgets. Squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. She hemophiliac? Feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh. Give me. Doesn't think. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, it's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something? Sorry, I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird. It took me by surprise. She was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? Might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Banner! You just do that? Now we're even. This looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. The aroma of the jasmine oil of the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Banner. I know I'm extremely weird. Highly. Calling me weird? No response to that. Bandages. I don't think I need one actually. It's a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. See? Tension is quickly lifted. Do our respective activities. Watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. He's a better knife sharpener than I am, even. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on it. This is long. Finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all outside, side by side. Better than expected, and will be very effective as a door curtain. Great! I'm coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Ready to move on to the next task? Let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. Bannerf. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. Well, you'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching them for us? Of course not. Cups of water. Be right back in a minute. Thank you. A little bit of water is okay. If you fill it too much, it will be diluted. Taking your advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate and fetch and paint the drips, then bring it back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I'm gonna see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeves, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing? Face is a little red. Hot in here or anything? No. Nothing wrong, so... Hey! Hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dripping them into the cups? Seems weird. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, and daytime, then sunset and nighttime. So does she cut herself? Hanging on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. Right, well, fun to surprise you. Smiles at me. Say so. Rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Being on a banner with watercolor feels a lot like an art class projects we had back then. Relaxing. Sorry if this feels childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah. Fun. That way too. Stops painting for a moment, thinking to her. Me? I don't need to go out and do things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. Like when you get time with one other person. Something simple like reading. Or if we don't talk. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. So, Marie and I are quite different. I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, or simply sharing an experience with someone can make you happy. Same way. Smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Hands over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. And I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Concussion! Yeah! Sorry! Goes back and quickly lifts my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. Your fault? Oh, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Something over I got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. Towel right away. Shut and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. Return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Something wrong? Not. I just checked it. Sorry. I want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Just a little longer. Really nice. My hand still against your neck. She looks into my eyes. Intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Also, she lost the days enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently after slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma around the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Mary's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, and the tingling sensation through. Suddenly, her face moved much closer to mine than it was in the way. Mary slowly pulls away. Sorry, I'm feeling a little lightheaded today. I need to space out. It's fine. Is it really? Because it doesn't feel like it. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore that event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. This is not over yet. Why does this seem so long? That should do it. Just filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than expected. Pretty happy with the result. Yeah, me too. Gonna add the lettering now? Not yet. It's dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here. Can I have you bring it in the morning? I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? It's totally fine. Wonderful. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Well, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. Concerned about time. Start making dinner soon. They don't have any time left. Secretly hoping we could have extra time after free. Well, thanks to yourself. I think it would be responsible of me to wait much longer. Sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. Probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. It's not your fault at all. And the important thing is we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all the things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity with friends in a relaxed environment, but that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much. Good day. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, fidgets. So I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, kind of say that without thinking. Not today. Find that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over and we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out that much. I stumbled over my words, Yuri simply smiled bashfully. Please. You know what I'm trying to say, so. Thoughtful banner. Yuri takes a step closer to me and then briefly my hand. Kind of like that. Well, respond to that. But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Hi, Banner. Well, this is bad. Sayori. No, we weren't. Banner. Stop by to say hi. Sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? Bad. Sorry. Together at the festival. Right? Beams. Lies. Beams lies. Yeah, so. See you tomorrow. Really embarrassed, Yuri. Yuri waves goodbye after. Yuri? Thought you didn't want to come over today. Oh, well. I'd staying in my room, my imagination was really mean to me. I can imagine. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? Talk about, you know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. How close you got to her. Makes me really happy. Made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. I start to fall down this. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Banner? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It's so much. It's so much. So much better if I could just disappear. Sorry, don't say that. It's true, Banner. Here, then you waste your sympathy on me. Put up with selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sorry. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this, the burden your mind isn't making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. If it takes a lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. Sayori looks away, with a hand on her shoulder to reach her. Scared, Banner. I'm really scared. I'm scared of Sayori. I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Banner, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand in my own. Remember how I said I will always know what's best for you? Still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori, not. If you don't understand all the feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Path. What path? Love or closest friend? I'll go for Sayori. Those are my true feelings, so there's no way you like me more than I like you. I realized it sooner. Spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, I realized that you are truly the most important person to me. I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Okay? Yeah. Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. Never have to let go of me again. Love you, Banner. Deep breath, this feels so freaking awkward, you have no idea. Forever. Me too. Sayori's grip around me weakening. What is it? Sayori? I'm happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment of my life. Why, even now? Won't the rain clouds go away? Going away. Okay, Sayori. Time for things better again. No matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. It's all that matters right now. Okay. Trust you. Sayori and I slowly release you. Well, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our date, huh? Dang. To think about those things, you know? Same as it always has been. Even if we are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything right now. Really new and scary to me. Understand? Go at whatever pace suits you. Banner, that me once. I get really, really sad. This is the best thing for me, right? I really understand what Sayori means. Saying that making you feel sad, Sayori? Oh no. And what I'm feeling. Felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. That's why I want to trust you. Know what's best for me. Yeah. I promise. I say that, but in reality I'm never certain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she will understand things as she is. I feel I can comfort her. I should be doing something more different. I know these thoughts will continue to dig me until things are back to the way they were. What I meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. And I know that I'll give it everything I got. Sayori is the most important person to me. Do whatever it takes to have a happy future. Bad or good? Screwed. Is someone dead? I think I'm gonna cut it here. I feel like it's gonna get really chaotic really fast. So I'm gonna cut it a little bit early here. That way next time, it's just full tilt into madness. Thanks everybody for coming by. Thanks everybody for watching. I feel like I'm slowly losing my voice to this. Anyways, take care. Good night. Ban out.